What should we call this mystery? Should we say Lord of the Rings in space? The Earth is fascinating in its form and sustenance of life, no doubt, but that is not to say that the human planet is a chaotic free one. This chaos is especially evident in galaxies of stars in outer space that surround the human planet. Most of the stars are bound up in numerous galaxies, which are operated by vast, almost unimaginable distances. Lurking around in these distances are some lone stars and other spatial bodies that defy the logic of science. Today, we're going to examine and demystify the mysterious ring object in space that was discovered by astronomers in the second quarter of 2004. You can already feel the energy levels heating up as we are about to take an intriguing ride into space. Do well to like this video as a sign of appreciation for what we are doing. Alright then, let's get to it. Some 23 years ago, NASA astronauts filmed hundreds of objects, mysterious ones, swarming around a satellite. This was unusual, though there are many theories and conclusions from different scientists. The mysterious ring object, which is found in the space between galaxies of stars, bears a similarity to the 1996 Tether incident, and many experts are saying the same thing. Come on folks, let's get more insight. We are about to become some sort of geeky astronauts. The footage was captured on the ISS live feed, showing two separate cameras from the station. A bright ring makes its way across the screen. You can see the zoom of the object right now. It is like an array of absurd shiny objects forming a whole circular object. Well, the mystery has been demystified. The ring-like object is in fact two cones of space debris that were pointed towards the human planet, the Earth. Uncovering this mystery was not an easy feat, as astronomers spent years attempting to understand why the mysterious object in space had a circle of blue light around it, and why it was there in the first place. Various telescope analyses were made using resulting images both on the ground and in space. Now, scientists believe that they have worked out how the blue light formed, bringing an end to the 18-year-old mystery and detailing the history of a spectacular and dramatic object in distant space. First, let's get to the shape of the mystery object. Opinions, analysis, and conclusions are not the same as existence of this mystery in space. Many astronomers argue that the ring-like object, which happens to be blue in color, is not actually a ring in shape, but a cone. Research shows that the cloud of fluorescent debris probably formed after a sun-like star swallowed a smaller companion, and because one of the cones is facing the Earth directly, it looks from the Earth's view as if it is a ring. The object is actually not entirely blue. Instead, the adjudged color is a way of representing the otherwise invisible light that surrounds the object. This is the first time that astronomers have seen a rare phase of the evolution of stars that occurs just a few thousand years after they began, and lasts only perhaps thousands of years. From the scientific analysis, it can be said that the two stars started life floating in space, but as the sun-like star expanded and came closer to the other star, the smaller of the two began siphoning off material from the larger star. Eventually, as the smaller star was consumed, the collision launched a cloud of debris that was bisected by a disk of gas from the smaller star. And what was the result of this organic spatial occurrences? Two cone-shaped debris clouds. What's the reason for the glow on this mysterious object? The reason is as funny as it gets. Well, hydrogen molecules in the debris were then excited by the shock wave, causing them to glow with ultraviolet light, giving the cloud its titular hue. Yes, it's the excitement from the shock. If you're a science and space enthusiast, this might not surprise you, but for others, there you go. I'm sure you never thought spatial objects could generate excitement from shocks. That's why we're here to bring these fascinating facts to you. A lead study author, who is a David and Ellen Lee postdoctoral scholar in physics at Caltech, Kerry Hoadley, has this to say about the collision that caused the formation of this mysterious object. The merging of the two stars is fairly common, but they quickly become obscured by lots of dust as the ejects from them expands and cools in space, which means we can't see what has actually happened. This mystery has baffled scientists for years since it was spotted. A renowned Carnegie Institution for Science astrophysicist, Mark Seibert, said that every time their research was having a headway, something would crop up saying, "No, that's not right." Well, we guess that's the life of scientists. Many costly turnabouts can occur. Mark Seibert said about this mysterious object that it's so unique and many scientists had to put in much more than the usual effort to figure it out. While trying to understand what caused this mysterious object formation, scientists suggested numerous ideas. Using Caltech's Hale telescope at Palomar Observatory and the W.M. Keck Observatory in Hawaii, they tried to find evidence of a shock wave around the star that would suggest a cloud of gas had been sent into space. After serious observations and research, it was brought forward that the star could be destroying a nearby, unseen planet, but data from the Habitable Zone Planet Finder that was released in 2017 showed that there was no such object orbiting the star. The lengthy time it took to discover the cause of the blue ring is obvious. Notwithstanding, the use of new technologies and the older scientific programs are still revealing new information. So, most likely, there will be some future clarifications. That's science for you. From the first discovery of a collision that caused the formation of the cones of space debris in 2004, new ring-like objects of mystery have been discovered in recent years. The rings which life science likened to floating islands have been temporarily named odd radio circles, or ORCs, because they look like brightly glowing disks when viewed at radio wavelengths. Scientists can't tell what they are, or even how far away they are from us, but they're starting to explore some new headways. The ORCs are undetectable at the infrared, X-ray, and visible light spectrums, but were spotted at radio frequencies through a project called the Evolutionary Map of the Universe, EMU, according to preprint research shared online in June 2020. That's it for today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. See you next time.